All right, we're live. Hi
Yay.
again. My name is Rebel, and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And so far, I have my special guest with me. This is Grinning Grandma, also
Hello.
known as Sher. And then I'm sure at some point, I'm not sure if Elizabeth was going to be delayed today. She didn't send me a message yet, but I'm pretty sure she said that this was going to be the last week that she went to that library thingy. So hopefully Lori will be here shortly. Of course, I already see Beth. Are you able to see the chat at all, Sher?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Even though you're a guest, if you see something that needs to be answered, Robert tries to keep up with it, and then Beth is my bestest who helps me get. She's the moderator of my Facebook page, and she just kind of keeps me figured out. I see Rhonda here already. Got junk in our trunk. And I'm sure others. Did you put a thing in the community page? No. Oh. The voice behind the camera forgot to put
the peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery, the voice, the unwanted voice behind the camera.
I like the voice behind the camera. It's kind of like, in what is it, the old Judy Garland movie?
Oh, yeah, The Wizard of Oz, right?
Wizard of Oz, yeah. The man
behind the curtain. He does most everything as far as what's happening on YouTube and on a lot of the comments and everything. And I'm just the face. I got a gnat buzzing me too.
Beth threw you under the
like the talking head that they used to have in the 70s or?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Beth, don't give him a big head. Here, I'll show you guys what she put. Should see more Robert in the videos. I think people would like that.
See, that's what Scott says. He says #more Robert.
There you go. I'm all for that. That way, not all the attention's on me.
I like being behind the scenes and off the camera.
Yeah. And then you'll see me look at him, and I'll have this odd look because he's doing something behind the camera.
You guys are cute.
We have fun. We definitely have fun. I was going to wait till the girls get here so you could give us a synopsis of Sher and everything that's been happening to you recently. But
I don't think you want that.
Sher actually lives in my area. So we actually have met at an estate sale before. Too bad, Robert, you can't do the slow-mo because I've got a fly or something that just keeps circling like you did in my video. That was hilarious.
I get those, but they're black spots that I see.
Yeah, the older we get, right? I've got them too.
I had a birthday yesterday.
Aw, happy birthday.
Thank you. I was 74.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look very good. Considering everything you've been through in the last few weeks, you look good. You look good.
My creek bath.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me touch on a few topics here. And Robert, you need to put a link. Courtney from Bolo Buddies last night really, really shouted me out, and I had a big jump in new subscribers. So all of y'all go over to her channel, subscribe, comment on, especially the one that she did yesterday. She did one on Jellycat, like I've been doing with my brand. She likes Jellycat, so she did one on Jellycat, and she definitely shouted me out. So everybody go back to her.
She does a good job of supporting eBay stores
and resellers and social media. She's amazing. So definitely go over there. And the Jellycat. I don't find good jelly cats, hardly. If I find them, it's the little ones and they don't sell for a whole lot. But again, with all of this research I've been doing, I'm going to, do a lot more of these type videos. Uh-oh, I didn't turn my phone off.
Thanks for all the
Robert,
happy birthdays, by
Lori
the way.
said she didn't get a link.
Did she check her email?
Blame Robert.
Did I hit the send button? Go to your email.
Hold on. This one? No.
Far left. To the far
Oh, here.
left.
I don't see nothing.
What's in the new one? Click on the sent.
Sent.
Hopefully I sent it to the right person.
Is this it? 10:22 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah?
send it again. Send it again.
Just click on this.
No, just start a whole new email.
Hold on,
Click
y'all.
Compose.
Robert messed up. I'm still blaming him. Okay, Lori.
Even though you can see I sent it, right? You got to use the right keyboard.
Oh, criminies. Hold on.
Or send it to Elizabeth too.
Yep. And then just copy this. Or do you think it's still
No,
there?
I would copy it because who knows what.
Who knows what you sent?
No, go back. Just highlight it.
Right
copy
here,
it.
right? No. Sorry, y'all.
Highlight it.
But it's not letting me just
Start there.
there. Okay. Blame Robert.
You are such a boomer.
Shush. I don't do well with technology. This is why Robert does it all. All right. Hopefully they'll be here shortly. Let me send her a text real quick. I sent it again. All right. Yeah, I have a feeling Elizabeth's going to be here like in 45 minutes or so, like last time. But let's just go ahead and let you introduce yourself and tell us what you want to about your side of reseller life.
Okay, my husband and I have we've got a small business here locally, but we don't have a brick and mortar. We're in 8 different shops, and yeah, I know, we're stupid. And we have 18 different booths in all the various shops put together. And then I sell on eBay, Mercari, in person, wherever I can make a sale legally.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. Well, I'm on Whatnot, but I haven't been on Whatnot for a while.
Are you? They keep wanting more stuff from me. I guess my social media isn't enough for them to just auto approve me. And I've just not gone back yet to provide them videos and all of that stuff. But
I found that I don't make money on Whatnot as I do online or the other avenues, but it's a good source. Like if I've got a lot of stuff I just want to get rid of in a hurry and I don't really care about the price, but one tip would be to not start auctions off at $1 because they may just stay there and you're going to end up with maybe 37 cents per item that you sell for $1. So
right. Yeah. I've heard that, I guess if you have a big following and you've got lots of popular stuff, maybe it would be safe to do that, but I don't think so. That's like on eBay. I see it all. I saw something yesterday that should have sold probably like $50 or more, and they had done a 99-cent auction and it ended at 99 cents.
Oh no.
So I don't get that. I definitely talk about that a lot. Don't start it where you want at least the minimum you're going to get.
Right.
Did you check?
I just need this.
Oh. But you left me there.
All you have to do is click the tab.
Oh, y'all. I am just not, I don't have it together. Oh, Cheryl says, not a Whatnot fan. I haven't been on there. Robert gets on there and looks around. I have not been on there yet. Let's see. What is Rhonda saying? Whatnot is good when you buy in bundle and get a lot of decent smalls, but you don't want to donate or toss. And you have gotten your money out of the bundles already. I agree.
Right.
I just don't. I'm going to wait and see how Courtney does, to see Bolo Buddies, to see how just doing toys and smalls and how that works on there. And then
she's got a good following. So, but it's a good place for resellers to buy stuff. I've bought a lot of stuff off of there.
I just don't have the time. I need to get on there. I've heard that exact same thing, that you can get a lot of inventory on there. But as you guys can see from the picture I posted, I don't have issues with inventory right now. Crazy. I have so much to work on.
I don't have issues with inventory either, but that doesn't stop me from buying.
Well, and right now the buying is good. And so, I know Miss Rhonda got junk in our trunks posted that she's on a no buying ban, self-inflicted ban. So I can't do that yet. There's just too much good stuff out there. But I need to be more particular.
Yeah, Cheryl, you can go in there and look around. You don't even have to buy anything, but you can still go in there and look around and see what things are going for.
I think it would be a good, especially if you can find somebody who wants to sell bundles of something that you're interested in. I'm not sure how the shipping is. I know they changed the shipping and a lot of people are complaining, but I don't know enough about it yet.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they do with shipping. I mean, that kind of confuses me, but I'm 74. I get confused easy.
I have Robert. He figures everything out for me. He figures everything out. I'll just give him an idea and I'll say, okay, can you figure this out for me? Yeah. Here's Rhonda. Let me tell you, it's totally working for me. Yeah. In fact, I talk about her a lot and I finally remember her name, Common Tags. And she did a video this week that I was watching where she treated her business, her eBay business, like it was a job. She spent 8 hours a day for 3 days to see how much stuff she could get processed. And I found it very, I stand down here probably 8 hours every day when I'm here anyway. But like she was saying, I get distracted. I get on Facebook. I look at my phone. So I definitely don't get as much done as I probably could. But, when this is everything right here, what you're surrounded with is, your daily grind. It's easy to get distracted. All right. Are you sure? Let me send Lori a message to see if she got it.
Yeah, we have warehouses. One warehouse is about, I think 1,200 square feet, something like that. And it's packed to the door. It's like I told you, we're stupid. We're just ignorant people.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 large buildings out here on our property, plus the basement and the kitchen.
Do you have help, or is it just you and Terry who do all the listing and everything?
It's us. Well, I do all the listing. He does the furniture. And lately, since I'm kind of homebound, I've been, I do the smalls and clean the smalls and do the pricing and everything for the most part. And then I put them all in boxes and he's been taking them to the shops and putting them out.
Away.
So. Hi, Lizzie.
Good morning. Good morning. I didn't know who our guest was going to be today. Welcome. Sorry, I'm perpetually Elizalate. So
I thought you might have that library thing today. I wasn't sure.
Well, it was today, but now my youngest daughter has COVID.
Oh,
So
no.
we are kind of quarantining. I mean, I'm still putting my mask on and getting to the post office when I need to, but because as of right now, I'm good, but I'm trying to keep my distance. Her room is at the other end of the house, so we can keep our distance pretty well.
Now, is she the one that's the vet tech?
Yes, yeah, and I think that's where she picked it up was from work, because she's had a lot of coworkers in and out with COVID, and so because enough time had gone from when my husband had it that I don't think she picked it up from him. So I think she got it at work.
Yep.
And so now my life is crazy because I was originally planning my brother's kids are planning a surprise party for him in just north of Dallas on Saturday night. He's turning 70. And I had been in touch with my nephew and I was going to go. And I was just going to drive and maybe Katie go with me or maybe just me and Emily go. I don't know. So then this happened. And so I texted him. I was like, well, I don't want to risk bringing germs or anything. So I decided I wouldn't go. Well, then this morning I find out from my brother that our uncle has passed away and his funeral is going to be Monday in the same area. Well, in our hometown area. And I'm like, well, if I'm still good and not sick, maybe it'd be good to just get out of the house and take Emily and go and then we could do the birthday party and then go up to my uncle's funeral and see all the family. So but I would need to probably leave in the morning, so I'm like,
oh no, yeah, that's quick planning.
Yeah, but I mean I already kind of knew in advance what it would take to I'll probably be up all night just trying to get ready to go and then start out driving. But I'm going to probably take Katie's car since she's stuck at home and can't go to work anyway. I said, I'm going to take your car. How about that? Because hers is newer. And she's like, Mom, you're a terrible driver. I'm like, of course, teenagers think they know best. I'm really not a terrible driver, but she's a better driver than me, probably.
Hello,
anyway.
Lori. You made it.
I'm Lori. Of course, I was on time, and then my internet crapped out right. Ready to press. We have really bad storms here, like yesterday and today. Holy cow!
Really?
We weren't warned about either. Like heavy winds and lots of rain and craziness.
Yeah, so, I have a what's that called out there? A red plum tree, redbud tree out in my yard, and I think just this storm has broken one of the branches off. So I'm gonna have to get out there.
All that came this way, because let me tell you, it was nuts. I wonder if it blew up towards you.
Oh, Beth, Common Tags had somebody. She talked about it recently. She had somebody. She's a realtor and has another side business, and she had somebody message her through her realtor, or no, called her through her realtor business saying that she was representing somebody and would they contact her about this property in that area. And it wasn't even her property, but when she called back, it was somebody who had bought something on Poshmark and had watched her videos and wanted to talk to her about her item. And it got weirder. It wasn't only that. It was that.
I like to watch that. I like her. Yes. I like her a lot. She's good.
Used her name.
Yeah, the buyer's Poshmark name was Common Tag's name. Like the real name of her. And it was just.
Should it call it her last name? Oh my gosh, creeper.
Yeah, so she was very freaked out.
Not that it matters. Was it a woman though?
Yes, it was a woman.
Oh man.
Yeah, girl, I like her.
I like her a lot. She's one of the only ones I've really, really watched on the Poshmark side and really listened to. She's good shit. I like her. Wow, really?
Yeah, that was recently. So
I've been up to date on YouTube. I'm a terrible, terrible person right now as far as watching my videos and stuff. I need to get back on it, but I'm going to write that down. But I still watch Rebel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Is she the one who talks as she cleans her clothes and things?
Chatty.
Yeah, she does
does
work.
the
Yeah.
chatty talks. I
That's
like her.
it.
She sets a timer and then she's working the whole time. But yeah, I
Rebel.
mean, if you're a clothes seller, which we kind of are, but not really, you know, you could get a lot of good information from her. But you know,
Right.
that's not my primary. I just enjoy listening to her while, you know, I've got her going over here, and I just kind of listen to all her videos.
I was just catching up with the comments. Whose birthday is it? Is it yours?
It was Cher's birthday
And yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. She is homebound and basically bedbound because she had a little run-in with the creek bed and
No.
broke her
The creek
broke
came
her,
up and hit my body.
yeah, broke her foot a couple of
Oh,
weeks
so
ago.
sorry.
And so her dear hubby's having to take care of everything for her right now.
Well,
Mhm.
that's a blessing that you've got him to there to help you. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
She's
he's
from
a
my
doll.
area.
So how about
Yeah,
that shipping debacle, guys?
The shipping is
Isn't
awful
everybody
still.
shipping back to normal? Like, no.
What happened?
I still have to go in every single label and click that I want it printed on a 4x6.
Really?
And for some reason, it's got my custom SKU block checked on there to print out on my label, which, I mean, all it is my bin location. But still, I'm going to send eBay for Business a message and say, did I miss something? Is there some place I'm supposed to be checking so that it stays 4x6? Because if you're not paying attention, you're going to get that huge thing that's sideways. And what a
You
disaster.
got a lot of shipping too to have this problem. I'd be on. Yeah, you should call them. That's crazy. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Everything. Luckily, knock on wood, for the last few days, I've not messed up one. I've taken the time to unclick and click everything.
But they are printing though, right?
They're printing, but you have to physically go change everything before you click the print button.
Have you tried pirate ship?
I'm gonna get Rebel like a.
I know. I'm just, I'm a creature of habit. Yes, I know I could transfer everything over. I just don't. And like Courtney yesterday, Bolo Buddy sent me a message because I had made a comment about it had changed it so it was charging my PayPal account for my labels, my shipping labels. And I said, well, I don't want that. And so she sends me a message saying, if you had it hooked up to Pirate Ship or you have it shipped through PayPal and you use a credit card, which I don't like using credit cards, you'd get all your cash back and all of that. But I just don't want to do that. I want it coming out of my funds and not have to worry about a bill at the end of the month.
Right. I didn't think about that with my credit card.
Yeah, and you know what? I say this and I'm grumbling about it, but I'm probably going to do it because, that's just dumb. I could be making back, $500, $600, $700 a year in cash back if I would just do that.
So now when you use Pirate Ship, do they charge you each individual or do they send you a bill?
No, it's each individual. I think you set it up to wherever it's going to come out of.
Right. And then you would pay your credit card bill total at the end of the month.
It was Lance.
I'm thinking about that one. Maybe I'll just get a credit card just for that, though.
But like Courtney also said, you can set it up to come out of your PayPal account and then in your PayPal account have it charged to whatever account also.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, mine did the shipping goofy stuff for like 3 orders. And then the 2 I corrected, it corrected itself. And 1, I just did I printed from my phone. I bought the label from my phone. It went through normal. Because it kept saying on the computer, cannot find a funding source. That's what I was getting up in mine. So I wasn't able to buy the label. It kept coming up, cannot locate your funding source. I'm like, oh, right. Well, it just did it for 2 other ones. So I went onto my phone because their app and their computer, their desktop is completely different systems, I bought the label from my phone, and then I went back onto the computer and reprinted it from the purchase. But that helped. It's still printed on my regular computer though. Weird enough. Not computer, regular printer, you know? Not
Oh,
really.
not your own.
It wouldn't
not
let me
your
look
4x6?
that, but I printed it 4x6 on my regular printer and then just shoved it in a USPS bag and out the door. But yeah, it hasn't done it since. So knock on wood.
I'm still, so maybe, I don't know. I'm going to send a message to eBay for Business. I mean, it's not a desperate thing, so I'm not going to try to call them, but it's annoying.
I was going to say it adds extra time, you know? Time is money in this business, right?
Yep. Yeah, wrong mouse. I'm going to put up Cheryl's thing just because this is a good topic. Do you guys have separate bank accounts for your business? You really should.
I have one card that I use, just one like debit card account that I use for Poshmark, and then I transfer another from my eBay into another account. So I use two. But my Poshmark one I use for my personal too. Yeah, probably you're right.
Yes, I have everything.
Online savings.
Everybody goes into one, and then I move it to personal account.
I've got an online savings that I automatically just put the money from my online sales into that account, and then I pay for things out of it.
Right.
That's kind of what I do with the one. You do, Liz?
I have a separate account. Sorry, I thought I was muted. I was probably making noise while you were talking. I went to unmute. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I've had my own business before. I used to be a creative memories consultant, and I was a consultant whenever my husband and I got married. So the account that I had that was my personal account when we got married, I just shifted that to being a business account, and then we have our personal account with our Disney credit union. So I've just maintained it and kept it, even though I don't do that anymore. It's just kind of always been my separate account for whatever. So whenever I took over our eBay store was when my husband was going to quit because he was tired of it. And he said, and now that, because he was worried about the managed payments, he's like, and now they want access to our bank account. And then my brain started clicking. I said, hold on, I've got this other account over here that's not in any way associated with our bank, our Disney bank. And he's on it too. So it's because we don't keep everything separate. We do the Dave Ramsey thing where we all have access, we both have access to everything. But it's where my YouTube money goes, and it's also anything like my my subbing money, because I do I'm a substitute teacher, so that goes into our Disney account. But just anything that is business related, I just put it there, and that way it stays separate. So
yeah, I need to do that. I just need to consolidate it. That's what I need to do, basically, instead of having to. eBay makes it so difficult for anything to do. When you're setting up an account with them or anything, it's just difficult. They want 70 different freaking. But Poshmark is easy. There's no BS.
I haven't had a problem.
Do this from here. Do that from here.
So what, you have separate accounts for Poshmark and eBay?
Yeah.
Okay. And are either of them your personal?
And then what I do is my Poshmark is where I have that money pit is where I use my personal. So it's only two, it's money coming in from there or taken out by me for personal. So it's fairly easy to do. eBay, you got to watch everything with your shipping labels and your this and your that, and make sure they pay you what they're supposed to.
Right.
Yeah. I should watch my invoices more, but I don't.
Oh, Rebel, you'll have nerves. I'm telling you, do it. Just take a glance at them, because there's been every time I'm like, oh, let me just go look. I find something.
What, on your eBay statements?
Something silly that is either over or on. It's just never 100% right. It seems whenever I check, it's not every month.
I haven't looked at mine in a few months, and I need to do that too, especially after that happened where I had my custom SKU was in like the subtitle, so I was getting charged
Yeah. Well, and
every
that's
time.
the other thing I saw is that people are getting charged 25 cents per listing or whatever their cost is, even though they have free listings still. So that seems to be a glitch hitting around the waves now. So make sure you're not getting that happened to me when I first started. I had even though I had listings available, they were knocking me for 10 cents and 25 cents. I think it was the I don't know, but they credited me back, but it's still a pain in the butt because you got to call them and explain your case.
Right.
Sorry, we got a troll, so we're trying to get it out of here.
Uh-oh, who is it?
Oh, I don't know. Can you delete those
I
comments?
did.
Oh, all right. I'm still
I wonder
seeing
if-
them, but Robert's taking care of it. Trolls. Yeah. Sorry. Like the troll who put all those mean comments on Facebook about me on YouTube.
Oh,
You know, in hindsight, I should have left it there. And then I should have just sicked all of my viewers on them.
Yes.
To make
yes.
I should have. But in hindsight, too, I kept thinking what I should have said was, I've served in the military. What have you done for your country? I was a special education teacher working with the most severely disabled kids. What have you done for mankind other than send out hateful comments to somebody whose name just happens to be Rebel?
What a bunch of crap is that?
Oh my
too?
goodness.
I should have left it, but oh well. That was
Yeah,
just like
that's ridiculous.
Someone was letting you have it because of your name. Is that what happened?
yes, and
Oh,
then when I said that that was
that's
my
good.
that they found it millions of people find my name offensive and that I should change the name of my channel. And then when I said, well, this is my birth given name, I'm not going to change it. He said, well, this would be a perfect opportunity for you to do good in this world and change your name.
What?
Yes, I am almost 60
name.
years old. I have lived
Right?
with this name for almost 60 years. I'm
Oh
not
my
changing
goodness.
it.
That's ridiculous. Well, I would have probably said those things that you just
Oh, yeah.
did.
I
About,
wish I had now because it's probably some keyboard.
Cowboy.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost
Who
his lasso.
doesn't do anything except harass YouTubers.
It's
Oh
so
my
is
weird.
there a story? Is there a story behind your name, Rebel?
Yeah, well, a lot of times I'll say I'm a product of the 60s, which is true. But if you knew my parents, you would know. You know, they are from a little teeny tiny town in the mountains of Virginia. But my mom's high school mascots were the Rebels. So I was the first boy.
Oh.
If I'd have been a boy, I'd have been named after my dad, and the second would have got it. But because I was a girl, I got the name. So, but I actually went there. I went to that school like 6 months. We were in between. My dad had gone to Germany. He was in the army. My dad had gone to Germany, and we were going to join him as soon as he got settled and got housing for us in Germany. And for like 6 months, we went to that high school. I went to that high school waiting. And yeah, it was weird. It was weird because, yeah. Well, let me take it another step further. When I met my second husband, not Robert, my second husband, he had a dog named Rebel. So when he would talk about Rebel, they would say, are you talking about your girlfriend, soon to be wife, or the dog? So, yeah. Because most times Rebel is a dog.
I like your name.
I do too. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't live up to my name. My second sister should have got the name. She lives up to the name, but not me.
Which I think that makes it better. Honestly, I think it gives it's better that you're not.
I'm not. Yeah. Good morning, Noel.
Good morning, Noel.
I know well.
So I'm sending Noel some
Always yelling.
Hey,
A whole bunch of fruit started.
Had to get our attention. It's funny. So
somebody was asking about your tattoos, Lori. Somebody was asking earlier about.
You know, stay away from them girls with the tattoos. You better watch out for them.
Those wild girls.
You don't want nothing to do with them. Thank you. Thank you.
My sisters and I are always talking about getting. Yeah, my sisters and I are always talking about getting something. You know, one tattoo. It would be two of us. It would be our first tattoo. I have another sister who has. She's like you. She has tattoos everywhere. So.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I stayed somewhat tasteful with them because I got them done when I was really young. So I'm glad that they've kind of carried with me into my older years. I don't look ridiculous. I don't have like a big whatever on my chest, you know.
I thought about getting a little rosebud tattoo when I was dating a guy who wanted me to get one right at the bathing suit line. Yeah, and I thought about it, and I thought, through the years, especially at my age now, it would be so depressing to watch that sweet little rosebud turn into a long-term beauty. So,
yeah,
pretty much.
I'm trying to catch up on the comments.
So I have to get something done today. I have several things photographed, and I'm going to try to have enough drafts made that I can at least launch one listing a day while I'm gone. And I'll probably leave the computer here. Unlike last time, I had to take it with me, but this time I don't. So that way my husband can still do shipping while I'm gone. I may still.
You're a big shipper now. You're getting there a little bit.
No.
And that's why I hate to leave and let things die out. So I want to at least keep things going.
Right.
But I might still go ahead and put the store on time away for a couple of days, just because it would be.
Now, how does anybody know exactly how that works? Because I've seen some conflicting, you know, that if you put your store on time away, you can still list to it. But yes. I also heard that if you're still listing to it, then eBay wants you to sell your will sell your item if you just listed that item. So say you're listing the item and it's you're on break, but the item that you list while you're on break will be available for sale.
You can set it up two separate ways. You can hide everything, or you can leave it so that people can still buy, and it extends your handling time now for you. You don't have to change the handling time like you used to, and it counts down for you as you sell stuff. So everything, like if you turned it off for 5 days, the next day, everyone will say, you know, you'll be back on a set date.
Gotcha.
Because I looked at somebody's listing the other day. I was shopping for something, and it said, this seller is out until, so your item won't be shipped. You know, if you buy this item, it won't be shipped until such and such a day.
That's what I do now. But I make way fewer sales when I have it on vacation because everybody wants to know that it's going to be shipped tomorrow and they're going to get in a couple days.
World.
Yeah.
So I got another one for you too, guys. Have you guys used your shipping code, shipping coupon through eBay, right?
Yes.
You have
I haven't used my new one yet.
So for the first time ever, I went in and found it yesterday and used it. Now I have not used it in ever, but I used it yesterday. Went through, ordered my stuff. So you go through and you find it, and then it takes you like where the coupon is on eBay. Click the little thing that says "Go shopping." Right. Use your code. So when you get into the checkout, make sure that you copy and paste that code into the checkout, because I thought automatically it would post. You know, you're clicking from, go shop now from this label. It doesn't add it. You need to go back and make sure it's there, or click the box that adds it. I'm just saying, I got ahead of myself. If I would have looked through every little thing, I probably would have saw it. But that's the thing. That's eBay for you.
So
I
did
think
you buy
there's a
without
block.
Yeah,
There's there's a block that you can just click and it'll put your code in. I always just, because I'm me, I copy it just in case, but there's actually a block now. But yeah, it's
I
kind
would
of odd
suggest
that they
doing
wouldn't make that automatic.
especially if you're shopping from
Their link.
that link from that coupon.
So did you get it
canceled
fixed?
the order? I went back and ordered it again. And, you know, it was just ridiculous. Just eBay
Yeah.
being eBay.
Well, so did you end up buying stuff without your coupon? Since you
So
realized
what I did was, after I realized they charged me, you know, the whole amount minus the time, I'm like, wait a second, I just clicked on that damn coupon. Why did it not get added to my checkout? A little bit more research, the box down at the bottom. Anyways, so I canceled the order
Okay.
and went back and ordered it, copied it, made sure it was, you know, checked it, and it was there. But for anybody who gets ahead of themselves,
I wanted to comment to Cheryl's comment. She says, getting tattoos is relaxing for me. Strange enough, it makes me forget about my chronic pain I live with daily. First of all, I'm so sorry that you live with chronic pain daily. But it's funny that you said that, because I have vivid memories of this. In second grade, our teacher, Miss Mackey, if anybody would complain about anything, like if you said, I have a headache, she would say, come here. And she had some, I don't even remember what it was she had in her desk. And she's like, put out your toe. And we're like, what? She's like, here, I'm going to hammer your toe and then you'll forget about your headache. She would never do it, of course. But you're like, no. And then you would just forget. She's like, here, you know, she would do some other kind of pain and then you'll forget about the other. So I don't doubt that, Cheryl. That probably is a numbing kind of a thing. But I hope you have some relief other than having more pain.
Yeah. You know, those things that your parents say that you just think, I'm never going to say that. And you do. My dad, when we were growing up, if you said, you know, my head hurts or whatever, he'd go, if I had a head like yours and it didn't ache, I'd worry. And so I say that every single time one of my kids comes to me and says, my throat hurts or my head hurts or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if I had a head like you, every single time. It's hilarious.
My dad would look at you and say, TUFF.
Oh.
You know?
I was like, what's that standing for? And then, yeah, no.
Yeah. And I've said that to my own kids too. What's that?
I've got a question, Rebel. On your videos, on your YouTube, what do you do as far as your audience doing a demonstration? Do you say that it's for children?
No.
You don't know?
No.
You don't?
Mm-hmm.
No. Not even my toy demonstration.
I had one. I was looking at some. Mm-hmm.
Well, then they'll take her comments off.
I had one that I had a.
If you say it's
I
for
had
children,
a
then
little
you can do comments.
plastic. Yeah, I had a little plastic children. I had a little plastic chicken, and I just did a video of it walking around and pooping, because that's what they did, you know. And I had that it was for an adult audience. Well, you know, not for children. And they told me that they changed it for children because I guess kids were watching it or something. And you know, I thought that was just weird because it was on a YouTube channel for selling. And, you know, why would little kids get on my YouTube selling channel? So, but oh well. I just wondered because yours were, I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe I should have as an effing chicken. I don't know, you know, to keep it safe from children.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that happen. I don't have a whole lot of toys on my toy channel. Well, this channel, I don't have a whole lot, but I've not seen one where it says they've changed it. I mark everything no kids.
Yeah, not for kids, because if it's marked for
Well,
kids, I think you can block monetize it the same way.
Right.
And,
Not that we're
restricted.
monetized. This channel is not monetized, but Robert said it gets monetized differently if it's for children.
Well, also, you're not saying that it's inappropriate. You're just saying it's not geared towards children.
Right.
They're not the target.
They're not the
Not
target.
targeted, exactly.
It's the parent. Well, for me, basically, it's just for my channel to show that my eBay listing. But I have gone to YouTube to say, how do you get this thing to work? And I found other people who've listed a toy and they show how it works. So, I guess maybe that's why they're saying it's geared towards children, but I don't market that way.
Weird.
Yeah, they said that I guess they can suspend your account if you don't have it marked properly. And I just wondered if anybody else had that. I mean, I don't have that many views. Shoot, I've only got like 52 subscribers on YouTube.
I don't want to care.
And it just kind of confused me.
I have 12. You beat me.
I don't have very many on this one, but my other channel has skyrocketed. And I think there's a correlation between taking the live off of that channel, which
You think?
live a lot of times get watched. These don't get watched after the fact, or they'll watch for a little while and they'll, whatever the topic is about.
Switch this
And then they
over?
leave, and I think
Does
it
this have
does
its own
hurt
channel now?
a regular channel. And now all of a sudden my numbers have skyrocketed again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Robert said nobody wants to listen to me talk for 2 hours.
Oh,
Stop.
hell.
Tell him. I think it don't. That's our rules in our house. Number 1, think it, don't say it. Number 2, show me, don't tell me.
Right. I like
Robert
that.
fails constantly.
So is this on your another channel? You made another channel for your lives?
This is a different channel.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my toy. See, well, in my comment, it's my toy testing channel / live hangout.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
there were several. I talked with the Hustle couple and I talked with Bolo Buddies, and they both said that it needed to be on its own channel.
Well, that's awesome. So, and then your other channel went crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
good. But you're putting out good content, though, Rebel, too. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying. People are liking this new series I'm doing, so I'm gonna keep up with that for a while.
good.
I have to confess, I am even behind on your videos, Rebel, because I have been immersed in this fantasy book series that I can't put down. In fact, that's part of the reason I was late today. I was listening to it and I lost track of time, but I'm on the last of 3 books and it's so good. But it's like in print, it's a 900-page book. So
What is it, Lizzie?
and they're by Robin Hobb. It's the 3rd trilogy in her Elderlings, World of the Elderlings. And the first 2 trilogies didn't like suck me in as much as this one. This one, I'm listening to it on Scribd, and I finished the first one and went immediately to the second one. And when I finished the second one, I went immediately to the third one. And that was like 2 days ago. And they're huge books, but it's like all I want to do. But I've been getting work done. I've cleaned around the desk and I've, done work in the garage. So while
That's
Oh,
I'm
what's
listening
nice
to
about
it,
audiobooks.
I focus. Yeah. I'm getting a lot done while I'm doing it.
All right.
We can sell perfume on eBay, right? Can we?
I've
Just have
been
to
seeing
ship it
mixed
here.
information on that.
I know. That's why I wanted to ask today. Is Noelle's in the chat? I should have just called her and asked
You
her.
have to ship it as flammable or hazardous.
Yeah. I think you have to keep it under collectibles, and I think eBay's really starting to crack down on that one a little bit.
Did Noelle say she calls it hazardous waste? I think that was her that was talking about that last
All right.
week.
Here's a question. When you list, how many of your item details do you use? Do you fill all or a lot? I fill in as many as I can. I do put NA on some, But I have like 1,083 listings that say I haven't put enough item specifics in.
You
so.
know, I don't understand it because I just redid
Mhm.
all my entire store. I have like less than 200 left to go too, guys.
Yay.
So, and my sales are doing good. I'm making daily sales. I would strongly suggest it to anybody if your store is not doing anything and you just go through it. But oh crumb, what was I just saying?
My item specifics.
So I went through and now so now all of a sudden I'm trying to look at the number. 200 and something need item specifics. But I went through and I punched what is relevant to that item.
But if you don't fill them all in, I guess there's a place on there you can mark "Don't ask me again," because a lot of mine, I don't know the dates. If it doesn't have a date on it, I'm not going to take the time to try to go see what other people are saying. Something, the date is. A lot of mine are that.
Huh.
Yeah, and I don't want to guess at it. If I don't know
I
the
don't
date, I
either.
don't want to guess at it.
No, and that's that. I'm a firm believer of less is more with eBay. The more information sometimes you give somebody, the more ammo they got if they're a jerk, So I just is very blanket, like pre-owned, no flaws, clean condition.
I agree with what Amy says from the Hustle Couple. She's like, I try to think of what people are going to be searching for. If they're looking for this item, what are they going to be searching for? And just, focus on that in your keywords and your title.
Yeah,
and you know what? I miss those
Chris,
days. I miss those days where keywords were the most important thing. Now it seems it's the item specifics and.
Okay, why is the item specific? It's like they ask you, first of all, the category is below the item specific. So if you're going through the item specifics and you realize that you're in a different category, it changes the whole damn thing anyway.
Sorry.
Why is it?
Hit me.
Well, Chris at Daily Refinement said that if you put NA under any of those categories, that it throws off the algorithm.
Yeah, but it's also, like I was saying, so it wants the category, women's shirt, blah, blah, blah. But then in the item specific, it wants you to tell you, again, what category it's in. Like, you got to mash that. Women. Well, I already put it in damn women because it's in the women's category. Just like they're so redundant, so many things that are just really not necessary. And some things that just don't make any damn sense when it comes to the item that you're listing. Sometimes there's 7,000, item specifics to check. And then there's some categories where there's 4. It's like, I'm going to list stuff only in that item, in those categories.
And you know what? Like with action figures, there's like this whole line of stuff where grading and who graded it and what the grading is. And so I try to avoid that category as much as possible.
There you go. Well, like, okay, so men's jeans or a women's dress, like, are obviously two different things, but the amount of item specifics they want for man's jeans or women's jeans is completely out of this world. Boots, like, there's some other stuff that's really, really, they don't ask a lot of item specifics for categories that are clothing items that you would think they would want to know. I don't know. I think the item specifics, I've never once searched for anything like that ever.
Robert said he read somewhere that the more the item specifics you fill in, it helps in the algorithm as far as how eBay finds your listing when somebody's searching for something.
Yeah, but what about the character when they decide, because the color blue is in your title, they add blue to the character? It's like, you got to go through all this crap and fix it. So that's why I leave it alone. But I know blue as in Blue's Clues character, but it has nothing to do with women's shoes.
Every single one of them, you end up with blue as a character.
Yeah. Or if you put multicolor, like something like that, it'll pop up in your it'll pop up something with that. And it's just like, there's nothing, like, it doesn't need to be there. That's my point.
Right. Well, and with stuffed animals, which of course I list a ton of, if you pick Aurora, Aurora has its own category. And you only have to fill in a couple of blanks. If you pick Gons, I think it has its own. Dan, maybe, yeah, I think Dandy has its own. But then if you don't pick one of their categories and you have to pick the generic one, then it's like, you have like 6 blocks, and they're actually relatively easy to fill in. But it's just like, why can't all the stuffed animals be the same? Why do they each have to have first and main? First and main, I hardly ever list that, but it has its own category. But Carter's doesn't.
I don't understand it at all. There's got to be a reason. Like you said, the algorithm, I could see that, but again, like it'll ask for the model, the style, and it's like all should be the same thing. It's just too much. It's a lot. It's a lot.
All right, here's a
I think
question.
it's a lot.
It's so much.
It's too much.
So I just wonder if I'm going to be, doxxed for, not filling these in. Is it going to affect my my sales going forward?
I don't know. After the last 2 weeks, I didn't even make $100 yesterday. That's how bad it is.
What is going on?
I don't know. I do not know.
Huh.
That's like probably been the worst day in forever. And it's been ongoing like this for like 2 weeks now. Not that bad, but
are you
eBay's got problems.
Something else? I think eBay's got issues right now.
Yep, I think so too.
When don't they though? I mean, they really always have some kind of. I guess it's you can't make this crap foolproof, right? There's so many users and so many this and that. I can imagine the glitches are. Their IT team is probably.
I just hope
probably have therapy after work every day.
I hope this is it. This is the issue time right now, and then when fourth quarter gets here, it's smooth selling because last year they messed up fourth quarter. So
well, I think it's been ongoing since then too. I think it's been one damn thing after another, and when it's been since these item specifics came into play. It's all gone downhill from that. I really believe it. They're adding more to the pot. This more, like I said, the less is better in this business too. I don't get it.
And I say that all the time. When you're doing a search, less is more.
Yes.
Don't use a ton of words. Just use the bare minimum to find what you're looking for. But all these item specifics.
No, I think that's when you.
Yeah, and the customers, when they find your item, they look at the pictures. They don't really look at anything else. They don't even read the descriptions hardly.
No, I think if it's a highly collectible, high dollar item, I'll give a little bit more of a spiel. But you're right. They look at the face. They look at the pictures. If they look at all the pictures,
right. All right. Nona's daughter Robert's been working all morning trying to get our affiliate links on my Facebook group. So if you're wanting to find out where we get our bags or our boxes or any of that, he's putting them in there. And so, I got to say, for those of you who have been clicking on the links, thank you, because it's definitely supporting our channel. So although it's not working because so far Amazon's still saying we've had no clicks, no anything, but I know for a fact that a few people have purchased through the links. So we're trying to figure all of that out. Don't know what's going wrong, of course.
I'll tell you what, your Facebook group is going great.
I love that group. And what's nice about it is we're getting lots of questions about like plush because it's me, right? And I think if you posted any of these type questions in some groups, they're going to be like, why are you wasting your time on plush? When we all know there's money to be made in plush. And I think a lot of people are just happy to ask questions and share their toys, and I'm loving that.
Right. I think I turned on Daily Refinement yesterday for a little bit and heard him on his live talking about people not listing things under a certain amount of money because they wouldn't make the money they were wanting. And that really ticked me off, because that's where the stigma comes from too, for people not wanting to list. Like, you'll list lower item stuff, because it adds up. So I just, was not happy about that, because I finally understand that it's okay to list under a certain amount. I mean, I wouldn't list anything under $30 ever. And now I've seen a complete change, even on Poshmark,
Exactly.
and it's you make it.
Oh, and you know what? It just opens it up. I think right now somebody might go on eBay and not mind spending, $10 for something. But if nobody's wanting to list $10 items, they're never going to find it on eBay. So,
Right. No, it adds up. It adds up. It's a hard, when you only sell higher dollar stuff, and then but it does even out. It does.
And it's not a whole lot of time.
I make more now that I sell lower dollar item stuff too.
Yeah, we all love those high dollar sales.
Oh,
but, I think Robert just did
$2 high dollar sales a week, or 22 with the low dollar sales. It all adds up, and it's just, like I said, stuff that I'm not really spending a lot of money on, anyways.
Yep, spend low, sell high, ish.
All right, I'm gonna look at the chat here.
I'm so sorry. I mentioned when I first came on that my uncle died. Well, that was my cousin, his son, calling to give me some information and get some information from me. So sorry about that. I needed to take the call.
That's all right. I've already had one phone call from a child, he's probably like, she hung up on me.
I did that one time to my daughter, and she called again, and finally I texted her. I was like, I can't. And she's like, don't just ignore my call. And I'm like, how do you know? She said, because when it started to ring, then it stopped ringing. And this is how I knew that you had, swiped to ignore. And I was like, oh, I thought I was, being sly.
Nope.
I've not tried this. Katrina, this is a good point. I'm going to try this one day. She said a photo tip. Use the collage feature on your phone to help group your photos, so you can post a collage as your first photo when you're listing. I like that. I haven't figured it out yet.
Good when you want to use a lot of a lot of extra pictures. I do it when I'm doing a lot of cross listing. I'll just screen grab those pictures in a collage and use them on my eBay from Poshmark.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's another one on here that's really good too, from Katrina. You'll see it, Rebel.
I didn't know my phone had a collage feature.
I didn't either. I'm gonna have to go figure that out too.
I believe, guys. I think it's an app. I think, unless you guys got something that I don't, but I believe I got mine via Instagram. The markup feature, that's awesome. I do that too. And you can draw on your photos, in your phone, and circle the flaws, put arrows towards whatever for your listings. That's a great idea.
So, Katrina, how do you find the
What kind of
collage
phone
feature?
do you
Is it
have?
under editing?
I'm going into my photos. I wonder if you have to go. Well, I'm going to go into my photos. See, teachable moment here. We're all trying to figure it out.
Right.
Photos.
I don't think I've got a markup feature on my Sam.
So if you go to, do you have an Apple?
Mine's
I don't.
Motorola.
No, I have a Sam.
Okay, I'm not helping any of y'all. Sorry.
I don't know how to do it either.
I'll help you.
Mine doesn't even let me click on it. Oh, well.
Katrina, what kind of phone do you have? Android has collage feature. Okay.
Does
Cheryl, yeah. That's what Mrs. In Our Trunk says.
Wait, I love this comment. eBay's issues have issues.
No, crap.
Truth.
Crap.
Katrina, you're just a wealth of information today. Yeah, I've got a bunch of.
Yes, Noelle. I know Apple sucks. I know it's terrible.
Yeah, but if you
I remember
started
when
with
I bought
that,
this computer, she was like, "No." Then I called her next week. I'm like, "I can't use it. I don't know how to use it." Told you not to get Apple.
Yes.
oh,
All right, I'm gonna let you guys figure out your collage stuff. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on this kitty. I hear her.
did you figure it out?
What?
I'm waiting for Robert to figure it out, and then he can tell me. I don't know. Nobody has said yet. How do you do it on an Android? $9.99. It'll be something
Can you make those
interesting.
little mark things on an Android?
I don't know.
It's in the library utilities section. That's probably all right. Yeah. Thanks,
Sorry, I forgot to mute when I turned the camera off. Emily keeps trying to come in here.
Oh,
Utilities. Yeah, it's right there.
did you see it?
Yeah, you go to what Katrina said. You go to library.
Oh, library, y'all.
utilities.
Okay, one more time. I'm going to try it.
Files.
Go into your photos. Go into your library.
Is that the same as files?
On an Android.
Favorites, no.
Okay,
Oh,
Where
no.
are you at?
I don't know. Right here's my
Okay.
Google Photos. And you
Okay,
said
up
go
at-
into library.
Yes. And then utilities.
Oh,
We have to
utilities.
go into Google.
Scroll down.
Oh,
Scroll down until you get the one that says collage.
I never use Google Photos.
collage.
So
Oh
you
my.
have to go into Google to do that.
You go into your Photos app, not your camera app, because I just learned this one again recently. Because Robert will say, go into your photos. So I go into my camera and he says, no, you have to go into your Photos app. And then you click on library
In the bottom right.
in the bottom right.
Okay.
And then you scroll down into,
And utilities are at
oh,
the
then
top
you
of
go
it.
into utilities, which is
Utilities,
at the
all right.
top. And then you scroll down till you see collage. And then you can click the
Okay.
pictures that you want to make in a collage.
Wow. So we all learned something. That's great.
You need to make a,
Thank
like a
you.
comment in our in
I'll
the
be
live
darned.
that says, I
You
know
should do a
that's,
video about it, Rebel. Just make
I've got a
video.
list. In fact, yeah. Somebody's asking me, how do you do Terapeak? Which I have used Terapeak since it started. And I'm surprised that so many people don't understand just how useful it is. And then I'm going to do one on, combined shipping when somebody pays separately. So I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going to make to help people get around eBay a little bit better.
You should see if Katrina wants to come and talk photography in that.
Ooh. Yeah, Katrina, since
Thank
you're
you,
such a wealth of information, do you want to come on and talk all things photos in a couple weeks? I think Cheryl, Shiny Squirrel, is going to be on next week. And then I've got openings after that. If Katrina
Katrina,
might
do
want to
you
come
already
on.
make videos? Do you have a channel?
I know. That would be useful because, I mean, I just learned this, how to do a collage.
That's awesome.
And you know what else that would
You
help?
know, I
Like,
need
if you
some
were doing a,
videos.
if you were going to do a multi, I've never done them. Like if I have a ton of little people that I want to list, you can do those collage pictures to do the multi variation listings. See, I've never even known how to do that. So that would be useful.
Yeah, I need some
Interesting.
help with videos.
For YouTube or videos for posting on eBay.
Anything. Anything.
I started
General.
doing the videos. I don't use the eBay new feature because somebody said it's taking them hours to approve your video to go in your listing. So I'm still using the ISDN
Oh,
link and then pasting it into my listings.
I think it's the one that's your store video that takes hours.
I
Not
think so.
yeah.
I'm
'Cause
not doing that route. But I'm not doing the new listing features yet either. I've stayed on the old thing. I haven't upgraded.
it's just one video like that introduces your store. If you watch Mel from Back from Burnout, she did a whole video about making a video and uploading it and how it looks and all that. It's like a 1-minute video, and it was good. It was very good. I wouldn't have even known about it. So it's not one that goes in your link in your listings. It's one video that introduces your store, that tells what you're about, and it's just like a marketing tool for your store.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look that up.
you have to have a
I thought they were talking about
me thing.
What, Sher?
I said you have to have a store. You can't do it in your me thing
I
on
don't
eBay.
know. I'm not sure. Do you not have a store?
Oh. I just have
I
listings.
don't know. I think it's for stores, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure.
trying to catch up on the comments.
Does
y'all.
everybody have stores?
I
Oh,
do.
Yeah,
I
I've
have
never had a store because I didn't see. Yeah, I haven't seen the benefit, I guess, of having a store.
The coupon, the store coupon.
But I don't have 10,000.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
just
I
have to
get.
have not the starter, but the basic store to get a coupon. You get a $25 coupon, which pays for about half of your annual fee.
And that's what I have, just the basic store.
Yeah.
Probably gonna
Have up to
do
1,000.
for this. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm
250
right
to
there.
1,000
Every
listings.
time I get over 1,000,
How many
I
listings do you guys have?
for. Yeah, how many listings do you keep? Sure.
Yeah, how many listings do you guys have?
I have
Yeah, I've
almost
got like
400.
almost 200. Oh, I've got about 270, maybe just short of that.
Well, you've got enough then for a basic store, and then you would get your coupon.
Which is 250, right?
You get $25. Yeah, the basic store is 250 listings to 1,000.
It's chilly here, guys. I got my park on.
Yeah, the basic store. Yeah, so you have to 1,000 fixed price listings.
Yeah, I think at some point, I think one of the other YouTubers put out a chart or something that says this is when it's smart for you to go from this level, because at some point, you're paying like 35 cents
That's
a
what it was
listing
for me.
when you don't have a store. So then when you get a store, then it drops to, you get your free and then you're paying 25 cents.
And I got my store. How do they do that? They will move you up. They'll allow you to list more too. Like if you ask to increase your listings, if you're at 250 or whatever it is when you first start, and you don't have to up your store ante either. Something like that. When I first started back, they only let me list maybe it was when I was new. I can't remember. I'm just gonna be quiet on that one.
Yeah, I don't. I've always
Now you
had.
can.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sher.
Oh, okay. You 250 per month without a fee.
There you go. That's
if you
what it
don't
was.
have a store.
Raised, right. If you don't. So when I didn't have a store, they did up my listing.
But then doesn't it cost when they renew?
It'll still cost you, but
then
they'll allow you to list more. However, when I got the basic store, they allow me for $21.90. This is what I pay, $21.95 a month, right? And they allow me to list 1,000 items. I get free. So I don't know if that helps.
She wanted to do 50 for free, right?
Right. Before you get to a store. Yeah. I don't know. I'm working towards Anchor.
I no time for y'all.
Yeah, but if I don't start selling more, holy cow, I'm going to run out of space sooner than I expected.
Sher, is your channel picture a little girl on a horse?
Yep, that's me
Okay, I found you.
when I was a little
Okay.
girl.
Oh yeah, there you are. All right, I'll subscribe.
Thank you.
I'm gonna subscribe to you too. Give me 1 second.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
350 listings is where the
So I'm up to 54.
Almost. I have to sign in. I'm on a different computer, so I have to sign in to my Google on this computer, and then I'll be subscribed.
Robert said just running the numbers through his head, it's about 325 or 350 listings is when it's smart to upgrade
There
to
you
a
go.
basic store.
What's your channel name, Sher?
Oh, okay.
It's Grin and Grandma, just like she's
Grin
got
and
it
Grandma.
there.
All together? Okay.
Her links are in that video.
Her links are in the
All
the video stuff, the description.
They are okay. That's easy for me.
I need followers bad on YouTube. 52 subscribers isn't quite enough.
You gotta start somewhere.
Nobody can say I'm over monetizing.
Oh, I'm subscribed already. I just went and checked. So yeah, very good.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Thank
now
you.
I can't find the other channel, Rebel Reseller Testing.
That's it.
Thing found you.
I
It
think
doesn't
it's-
have a picture yet, so
Yeah,
we gotta
no,
put a
Robert.
picture- we got a picture of Robert on that
And
one.
We should, shouldn't we?
Like I
Robert-
want like a posed picture though, Robert. You know, like a high school yearbook, senior photo style, next to a tree.
Robert said he'll use his senior photo where he actually had hair.
There you go.
Oh, I would love to see a picture of Robert with hair. How fun would that be? I remember my dad, from the time I knew him, he was balding. And one day I saw a picture of him, of my parents when I was pretty young, and I saw their wedding picture. And I forget now because I was pretty little. I don't know. Whatever I said about the picture made my dad just laugh because he had hair, and I was like, how did you get hair? It was so funny.
Yay.
My dad
Katrina's
always
gonna be
had
on.
this beautiful wavy head of hair.
Okay, you have 55 subscribers now, Sher. And putting the word out there,
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
get all 25 of the
Thank
people
you.
watching,
right?
then you get a
Come on, y'all.
100.
Right. Well, you'd be right
Go
up
on
there.
over there.
I
Go
might
on
hit
over there.
60 yet.
Hell yeah. I don't
And
even.
Robert, Noel's volunteering to be a mod. So no, you didn't do any mods on this channel yet. So Noel volunteered. Yeah, because we've already had a troll this morning. Which
Get
is
'em, Noel.
funny.
Get him.
Just
It's so weird.
25 people in a live and they want to come troll me. Like, go pick on somebody else. Oh, you're going to do a live haul and a listing as soon as I go off. So Noel's going to be live after me.
Oh, okay.
Everybody just
Alive
turn
and
it on and maybe I'll actually get some work done. Because I keep standing here.
I've gotten one listing launched since we've been sitting here, despite all my interruptions that people
On YouTube, it's haul. Yeah, on YouTube it's haul video, and on Instagram it's loot shoot.
Loot shoot.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. I don't do
Loot shoot.
Instagram very well.
Cute.
I
I
like
did a haul
Instagram.
video. I did a haul video of some stuff, I picked up some vintage Little People stuff at a estate sale this weekend. I didn't even look. I just knew the little house was full of stuff. But this morning I'm dumping it out, and look what was in there. I got all the
cute.
Sesame Street Little People
Oh,
characters.
Fun.
I was
Are
so
those
happy.
the heavy little guys, the real rocky guys, like the with the magnet on the bottom? Oh, those.
No, these are the real Little People, vintage Little People.
Oh, have
So
you
will you list those individually or in a lot?
No, I'm going to do them individually. These are the common ones. So you'll have, I might get probably $5 to $10 each, but I'm still going to make it available to somebody who just needs that. But if you ever see like Hairy Monster or Prairie Dawn or the Drac Count, all of them sell for a whole lot better than these four. These are about as common as you can get.
What?
I was thrilled.
How
Rebel, you
old
did
are
that
those?
video on all some of the McDonald's toys and the little, what do you call them? Their little computer things on keychains. I sold a whole bunch of those on Whatnot for like, I think $2. I had, and then I look at her videos and she's selling them for over $50 each. I'm thinking, oh no.
Yeah, the Tamagotchis. Yep.
Yes, that's
Those
it.
are-
Yeah.
Yeah, a
I think
friend
there were
gave
about
me
7
those.
or 8 in my pack.
They're very
couldn't believe-
popular.
I had like 7 or 8 of them, and and they went for, I'm sure it was $2 on Whatnot. The whole pack.
Somebody got a really good deal.
You should have watched.
Turn around and resell them.
I haven't been on there yet. I need to. So Katrina's going to be on in 2 weeks. Yay.
Okay, I'm looking through the comments right now. I'm like,
The one thing about Whatnot, look up the sellers. I'm sorry, Lori. Did I overtalk you?
no, I couldn't hear you though. What did you just say?
Oh, I said the one thing about Whatnot is you can't look up the seller.
Oh, you have to follow
you can't
them
do
or
it
something?
from the seller. I guess that's the only way that, but you're not notified, I don't think, even if you follow them.
If there's a sale coming up,
That's weird. How do you find them?
because
then?
I get notifications all day long for the people that I follow, pop-ups on my phone, which I still
really?
have to turn off. So it's available. Like so when the people that I don't know that I started following before it got crazy big, they're still on there, surprisingly enough. And seems to be doing good. Have you guys shopped on there at all?
I've
Mm-mm.
shopped.
I want to. You have?
And I've shopped and I've gotten some pretty good deals, for resale. But like I
Right.
said, reselling, you can shop and resell, and it's a great source. But as far as I'm concerned, as a seller, I basically sucked.
No. I don't understand. Like I said, they couldn't confirm my identity and I just threw my hands in the air. I don't need to be on another one right now until I get all my ducks in a row here. But I'm almost back to my regular, amount with eBay. That was a lot of work too. Let me tell you guys. Holy Christmas.
Now, are you using List Perfectly to its?
I'm almost, so as soon as I have the last 200, like I have all the clothes on, I have almost all my shoes on, and I'm going into my hard goods. Once I'm done with what I'm putting on eBay, I'm canceling Poshmark, not canceling, shutting it down, right? Then I'm going to go onto List Perfectly. I still haven't decided, and upload all of my eBay and then cross list back to Poshmark from that. And then everything will be kosher.
Coordinated.
And then right there, all the same. I took every single thing down and I held it physically, made sure the title was good, made sure all the things were checked, boxes crossed, blah, blah, blah. Weighed each item.
Oh my
Move forward.
God, that's a lot of work.
put it all back in inventory.
Lots of work.
You know, it is. But you know what? Damn it. It's so nice when I sell something to know that all of my clothing items are on eBay and I can find them. You know, and it wasn't like I said, it wasn't like I was messy or had shit everywhere. It just, you just really, really got to do it right from the beginning. And you can't half-ass it, and you can't cut corners because you end up screwing yourself in the long run. You know, this is one of them businesses you absolutely have to, you know, every freaking penny counts. All your time is.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys tried Flip?
No, we're all in the
FLYP. It's free. You're all in there.
I signed up. I didn't like it. I tried it. I tried it. It was very wonky for me. I didn't like what was happening. I know Beth says she's used it and it's very glitchy. And so
yeah, and their original purpose wasn't for any of that. Their original purpose when they started was to be like a ThreadUp, but more personal, you know, where people could buy, you know, lots for resellers, or I'm sorry, I could send you a lot to sell for me at 50%. That was their original, you know, purpose. And then they kind of just went cattywampus and took on the sharing, and then this, and then just all of it. And I think they just kind of grew too fast, couldn't keep up with it. That's just my idea for it.
It's funny. Everybody was talking about it, and now nobody's hardly talking about it.
That's what they did. They instead of staying in their lane, they took, you know, they zigged and zagged and just should have kept with one thing on for a while, because people really did like that. You know, all of us girls on Posh, it was like one of the best ideas to come around, because ThreadUp hit such a big wall with what we could send in there, and they changed all their rules and their money, because we were doing really good on ThreadUp until they figured out how we were doing very good, and they changed it. And then Flip came along and was going to kind of replace the ThreadUp idea, where we could send our stuff in to them, blah, blah, blah. And if they would have just honed in on that skill, they would have been great. And, you know, ThreadUp's still doing good, but they're not losing money to the resellers now. You know, they got hip to it quick. But yeah, I mean, I think that's why with Flip, I haven't heard crap about it either, actually. Here and there, bring it up, but not anybody using it.
Right.
And no, so to answer your question, I'm not using List Perfectly too. It's a full advantage because I haven't downloaded my stuff yet. I'm thinking this week though, but I was going to probably do a call with Robert. Hey, Robert. So, how's List Perfectly going?
How's what?
He's just kind of stalled. He did like 200 and some listings, and
because wasn't he trying to just fiddle with it and see how user friendly and whatnot it is? Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to ask him. Oh, you have hair today on your face.
I do, but it's about to go away again.
Last time I seen him, he was bald. The man behind the curtain in his many looks.
It did not work well. I did not think it worked well for the delete for the end and sell similar.
Okay.
Because it was, I can do 100 straight on eBay in 3 minutes or something.
Exactly. But
it was going to take forever.
When you do that on eBay though, and you don't do it through them, it screws you all up on there.
Right.
You got to go back and manually put the numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it took me, how many did I import? 200?
200 and some.
I think it took me like 2 hours to import a couple hundred into there. So it was going to take a long time. And if it takes that long, and we did one delete and relist back to eBay, it worked great, except that if they're all going to take that long, then it was going to be miserable.
So if you have, what I would say is, if you have the idea that you're not going to do there's lots of people out there who do not do the end and sell similar.
Yeah, and I don't tend to do that. Only on older items will I do that. But right now I'm back from jump, so I'm just going to not be doing that part.
It would be wonderful, because once you get everything synced, you can just go in there, and if something sells on eBay, it'll take it off all your other platforms.
But it doesn't do it automatically.
Right. You have to go in there and say,
you have to click the button.
Click a button to say remove. But instead of going into Mercari, like for me, if I sell something on eBay, I have to go to Facebook and delete it. I have to go to Mercari and delete it. I have to go to Posh. I have to go to Etsy. And
Well,
some
see,
items I have listed on all of them.
I was going to say, and that's where that would benefit you. I only sell on 2 platforms, and it's still hard for me to go and take down the dang listings, and that's another thing I'm afraid of. I don't think I'll click in there to take, I'm going to have to make it a daily chore to go in and click that. It doesn't do it automatically is what Robert's saying, right?
I don't think
No,
so.
it won't. It can't remove them automatically because
Okay.
I think that would even be a violation of terms of service to go
Okay.
in and do that, just like listing without
Right.
your input would be. But it's just the time that it would take to do the end and sell similar, because we do 300 a day. It would probably take 2 hours to do that, I'm guessing, and we can do 300 on eBay in 15 minutes,
I
maybe.
was gonna say.
Or less.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
less.
So that
Wow.
part, but
My plan for the third party service is to actually just keep a
catalog.
a catalog, wherever, because it gets jumbled. I mean, that's really, and to see my numbers from both places and to have something to compare to eBay's numbers, Posh numbers, just something that's a third party that can pull together and compare, keep everything together, because I will never keep a spreadsheet on my own. Hats off to those of you who can. Will not happen in my world.
And see, it would work for me because anytime I sell something, I have constant notifications. Well, unless you're not selling anything, and then you're not getting. But anytime I sell something, that's the first thing I do is go into eBay and see where else it is listed. So, I mean, that would be wonderful if we could get that part done. But it's my whole ending and sell similar is just throwing that into them.
Well, see what my genius self had done is I have to be careful, because if I sell something on Poshmark and then I go to eBay and I take it off eBay and I put it in ended and then I delete it, all of my inventory is in eBay, and it's right in eBay and it's not right in Posh. So I got to be really careful not to delete that until I go in, find out where it's at,
Right.
it's, so that's a real big problem with me right now. But once I delete Poshmark and re-establish that should be all good. But that's the only reason, is because, like you said, I wish they could do that.
So once you finish getting your eBay all established, right, then you're going to go back and reboot Poshmark.
Right. Yep. Completely. Wow. So that it has all of those items up. But yeah, so I did this twice. I went to eBay right away. Okay, I sold that on Posh. Got back to Posh. Where's it at? Oh my God, it doesn't have an item number. I just took it off of eBay. Only twice. I haven't done it 3 times. So
before I get much bigger, I need to go through all of mine and make sure that it's where it says it is.
Yes.
And that everything
right
is
now.
like,
Don't wait another day.
Right.
Do it right now and start right now with your weights and your number and wherever, any numbers you need for it. Because like I was just saying, I don't know if you were on here when I was saying there's no cutting corners down the road. You're going to have to stop, do exactly what I did, go back and fix every damn thing, because otherwise you're going to have 900 items that aren't going to sell. And then when you know how to do it.
Or you sell something and not find it. When I sent you guys that text with my 6 things that I had to ship the other day, I probably spent 30. I know 6 for me.
I love it. I love it. It's so good. It was
a Monday, so I had sold I think 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and then 2 on Monday before I had a chance to get before I had a chance to start shipping. I had 6 things. So one of them was this DVD that it hadn't been that long ago that I had listed it, and I went out to where I even had a custom SKU that said what drawer it should be in. It was not there. And there were other DVDs and VHS in the same drawer. And I was like, where is it? And I looked in everything. I spent probably 20 minutes. And then finally I looked and I remember, and I was looking through and I saw something that was listed around that same time. And I was like, wait a minute. There's like 8 more VHS tapes and they're not in here either. Where are they? And then it dawned on me, they were still sitting here in the office in a box, not put away. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to put stuff away. Or otherwise,
Stay on it. Stay on it.
It was right here under my nose and I didn't remember.
Just make it a part of everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious.
And Sher.
Hell work.
Beth made a point here. When you finally do get a store, the good thing about having a store is you can run sales. And that sometimes boosts you in the algorithm. I have a constant sell on. It's just built into my price. So when you have a store, you can do like 10% sales and it boosts your stuff up in
I don't do sales no more. I've never, not one sale ever again. They screwed me over one time. I ran a sale and I have never turned on a sale again. Like they gave, they made their own idea up. eBay gave people, I had put anything under, I think it was like $325 had 30% off. I was trying to run, or 25% off. Well, it went into the higher dollar items and they gave a sale to them. The customer got a sale price and eBay paid me back and everything, but it was such a pain in the butt that I am so afraid to run a sale.
I do basic. I do the percent off on my entire store. I don't mess with the coupons.
But you have to start like a campaign, or maybe that was that. Maybe it's I don't do the coupons either. I'm afraid of all of it. It's that usually wants me to run like a campaign and like name it and this and that. And
that's promoted listings.
Okay.
Oh, is it? I did a coupon one time and I was just going to have it like for people who watched a video. And I accidentally clicked the wrong button and it went public on my whole.
You know what? You probably did not click the wrong button, Lizzie. I just want you to know. That probably is not what happened. You probably really read it and did everything diligent and even read wow.
Well, so then it got my husband frustrated because the one person who took advantage of it, because it was like a buy three, get something off. Somebody bought some hardware that my husband had listed, and he's like,
and that's what happened to me. It was a bicycle. It was an expensive bicycle that Chris listed, something that I did not want. You know what I mean? Listed. Right. It was his item. I wasn't putting a sale on that. That's why I stopped it at that. So exactly, Lizzie. They did not. You did everything right. I guarantee it.
But yeah, you're kind of right. That sort of shied me away from doing it, so I haven't tried it again.
And I'm not. I'm like too afraid. And with all their other glitches, it's like when eBay's doing good, man. I just want to ride that train. I just want to stay right there. I don't want to do anything different. I just want to keep on keeping on. And right now, we're chugging along straight. Knock on wood. How were your sales this week compared to last year at this time, Rebel?
Let me go look. I don't know. I'm just having a pity party right now. I don't want to know that I'm still doing better.
I'm just trying to boost your morale. But if it sucks, just click off of it. Don't tell me.
Performance. Sales. I like my pity parties. All right. This year compared to last year. I'm down 8.3%.
Okay, that's not terrible. But you are down. But you know, what's your list? Your listing's still about the same, correct? Now
my listings are way up.
We're up, yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. Does it tell you that? I don't think it tells you that.
But
it says my quantity. It tells me my quantity sold is almost 19% down. So I've sold almost 19% less this year.
Right. Okay. Now, wonder if it. Do you think it's because you got into the clothes market?
I don't think so. I just think it's the economy. I think it's the economy right now.
You know, there's a lot of chatter too from people that say, "Oh, if you sell in all of the categories." eBay does not know how to promote you, which I think is insane too. But I don't know. I'm about looking at every little thing though when I'm not getting sales. Figure it out.
I'm looking.
Especially when you know you should be making sales. I count my items. I'm not just putting up everything I find. You know, I know what I'm putting up. So, and I know that the items I'm putting up have sold prior on eBay. So it's not like No, it was my listings. It was charging $97 for shipping.
Yeah, crazy.
So, Lori, do you sell any of one item more than others, or do you sell mostly clothes?
I sell a lot of clothes and shoes, but I've gotten into the hard goods more so over the last like 6 or 8 months. And now I'm going that way. Like I'll only pick up clothes now that I know I can get $50 plus from and put them on, which means 30.
Mhm.
But and like just no bread and butter clothing anymore. Bread and butter hard goods. That's where I'm leaning into.
Hmm.
And right now I'm still selling. See, it's half and half. Like I'm still, selling more. You know what it is with the hard goods? I'm kind of selling them right away when I'm putting them on. Stuff like that. It's actually selling right away where clothes sit. So I like that. I like that flip.
Red maker pile because of you.
Yeah.
Late threats.
Yeah. I'm going to start selling more glass pretty soon because that sells during the holidays, but it doesn't seem to sell any other time of year.
Glass.
It's a slower seller for us, the glassware.
Yeah,
the
it used to be,
glassware-
glass used to be really expensive. I'm sorry?
I said glass is a slow seller
glass
for
used
us.
to be- Yeah, it is. It is. About the only time I can sell it is during the holidays when people want to show off what they have.
Right.
And-
I'm afraid.
You know, as far
to
as
sell
crystal
a
and
lot
things
of
like that.
Yeah, and they're probably trying to fill in collections or enlarge their collections. And yeah, I could see that. It's kind of a new thing for us too.
Hmm.
I promote at 5% across the board because if you promote, I think at 5 or above, your items will show up on the Google search. And then your items don't show up on Google until you've been on. Till your item has been on a few months, I think, and then it'll show up on a regular Google search. But if eBay will push your items to a Google search if you promote at 5% or more, something along that. Don't quote me on it, but it's something like that.
I think I've heard the nurse flipper say that and somebody else. And I probably just need to do that because I think one way I'm helping my store by ending and doing sell similar, but in another part of me thinks I'm hurting the Google search because I keep doing it.
That's where I was getting at with it. And then, yeah, I think so too, because I think Google is everybody's main search engine. And, they look for images and stuff like that pop up on there. And when you are in the Google search, it's nice.
Yes.
It's nice. I search Google before I look on eBay for anything, like I'll search. I don't know. And then I'll go to eBay, but I usually check that first. And then sometimes if it's an item that I have to be a little more competitive over, as far as pricing, I'll bump it up to 7%. So if it's an item that there's a lot there that have a lot of competition.
Yeah, trading post pickers. I agree. I think making it 5% isn't really much difference more than 2%. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of numbers, it's
Right.
pennies. So I think I probably will do that today. I'm just going to put it at 5% and see if I see a change.
Yeah,
Yes, you can do that in bulk.
Okay.
Well, I think you have to go into your, I have my roundabout way because I can't quite figure it out. You have to go into your markdown manager and then go into your promotions. And then you can, I only have one and it's for all of my items. So then you just go in and change it.
Well, you can, are you talking about just adding it to all your live listings?
Now, if you've already got it on there and you want to change your percent.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can go into your active promotion and then just edit it and you can change the percent there. In fact, I'm going to do that right now since I'm here.
Yeah, you think eBay likes people better when they do the promotions.
Yeah,
And
well, they're
that
getting more
increase-
money.
It says it's working for her not to promote.
Oh, see, now then there's Beth who says she's doing well without promoting.
Yeah, I think it's just what I really do. I think it depends on what you're selling and where you're at in their eBay's eyes too. Maybe sometimes some people do need to add that promoted to see a jump. Maybe sometimes you don't. Maybe they think you're awesome enough.
Maybe.
Some of us
Beth, how
suck.
many listings do you have? Yeah, Beth is saying that she doesn't promote. I'm just wondering how many listings she has.
I think
'Cause we make most of our money on, or our income comes from the shops instead of from the online. I mean, I haven't
Right.
had a sale since, I think probably last Thursday. I get excited if I have 2 sales in one day online.
Did you say you have a shop, Sher?
she has tons.
Yeah, we're in 8 different shops. We don't own any, but we're in 8 different shops and we have 18 booths.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome! Well, tell us about. Come on, Elizabeth. You got to interview Sher.
The interview. Well, so what,
These are our
what
house
state are you in?
interviewers.
I missed the introduction. What state are you in?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
We're right on the
okay.
border of Tennessee and Virginia.
So, Rebel, are you close enough to put your stuff in one of the shops where she is if she's doing well there?
I mean, we've met at estate sales before, so we live relatively close together. But I'm over it. In fact, we're going today to empty out my booth.
Really?
I'm over it. I don't have the time or the energy or the inclination at this point. It's losing money, and I'm just not. But I do toys. Not everybody goes to a thrift store or what they consider an antique place to buy toys.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is with the plush that you sell, because when I first started seeing all this plush on eBay that was going for so many dollars, I mean, I was just blown away, because I look at the plush and I think, it's not worth anything, maybe $1 or $2. And, and then you're paying your mortgage with your plush. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, but I think the all thought are not on eBay, you're not following what's actually selling. If you're out there and you're just going into the shops and you're looking for things, I don't think a law professor would say the normal prudent person, I don't think normal person out on the street realizes that there's so much money in the plush and they're not willing to pay for it.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Right.
Am I talking
Yes.
around in circles?
Now that makes sense. Most people don't realize that there's money to be made in the plush. You just, but they can be long tail, and I'm okay with that. Wherever some people want the quick, the quick nickel, and I'm okay with the slow dime. However that goes.
I know what you mean.
Gotcha. The slow dollar.
The slow dollar.
I'll take any dollar I can get.
Oh, yes.
All right. So I bumped mine to 5%. Let's see. By next Wednesday, I'll tell you if not that any of that makes a difference, I think, in the grand scheme of things. People just gotta want to spend money. Yeah, here's Beth.
I think that was targeting Lori there
What?
with Noelle's video on how to run a sale.
Oh. I think Noelle's sending you messages, Lori.
Uh-oh. No, it wasn't. eBay said it was their fault. I got the transcript, bro. Take that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they did. They did say it was their fault. They had no idea how that lady got the coupon. It wasn't, and so I will take that because I have no idea how she got it either. And they did. What they gave me, I think it was like $100 and something back. Believe me, they're not giving me that much money back
Can you answer him
if I was wrong.
Important. My son's calling again, just in case it's important.
Of course,
Children.
it's important.
Got to talk to Mama, right?
I wasn't good enough.
Oh, Robert wasn't good enough. Beth, you're making me, while you're gone, I think I'm going to try to go to the bins one day, just because I haven't been in a while and I'm starting to.
Well, that's what I'm waiting to get all my listings back up, and then I can source. I haven't sourced since I started this journey, and I've had a crazy time the last few months, so I haven't done a lot of sourcing, and I am jonesing to get to the bins. I'm serious. I'm going to go spend the whole day, go stay at my brother's house overnight, and then go back again.
There you go. I can't wait. Now, is anybody going to the 127 highway sale? For us, it's like Crossville.
Get into it.
Oh my gosh, that's what that lady was talking about. Have you guys watched that show on Netflix? The
Swap shop?
Swap Shop.
Swap Shop? Yes.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Oh.
here.
we have a radio station here in Key West that's called BizBaz. It's the same thing. It's so great. It's called Swap Shop, and it's on Netflix. And I just discovered it last night, and I was like, "Oh!" came over me. I love it, and that's what she said. Listen, she said if my wedding date would have been on the 127 sale, I wouldn't have got married.
Yep. It's
And I
next
said, What
weekend.
the hell is a 127 sale? I got to get to that. That's so funny that you brought it up. Weird. So
We
what is
watched
it?
It's Highway 127. I think it's going from like Alabama up into Michigan.
Get out of town.
So we're going to Crossville, which is probably 3.5, 4 hours from us. And then we're going to stay 3 hours.
Where does it
We're
start
gonna-
in Alabama? Let me look at this.
I don't know.
What are the
Hey.
dates of it?
Gadsden, Robert
Crossville's
said.
gonna be crowded.
I'm looking forward to it.
It seems
And
like everybody's gonna land in Crossville.
yeah, we're going to stay. And then like one day we're going to go north. And then another day we're going to go south. And yeah, and the Trading Post Pickers are also going, which is a couple that's in our town that we've met up with. And so they're going. And then we are all going to go to a shindig that Kevin from Commonwealth Picker, Dave from NC Flipper, and it's the Trash to Cash guys are putting together a dinner.
Nice.
And we've all got tickets
Oh,
for
you
that.
gotta do
So.
that. Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be
Cool.
fun. I love all three of them, even though they irritate me at times too.
What are the dates of the sale?
I think it's the 4th through the 8th of August.
Okay. If I go, which I'm planning to now, if I go to Texas, I'll be coming back next week, and maybe I can just swing on over there and hit some sales myself. I'm already going to be out and about in the world.
Well, my birthday is the 3rd. Maybe I could just figure out a way to get
Yeah.
Ooh, wouldn't that be fun if we could all meet up?
I
That
know
would be.
it would be.
That
I'm,
would be
I'm
great.
thinking my wheels are turning.
Come on, girls, get it going. Yes.
My wheels are-
I'm
We
trying
always
to
get
talk
any
him
coffee
into
done,
it.
though. We visit.
Are you going to be able to get out of your homebound situation by next
Out of
weekend?
bed.
Out of bed. She fell, you guys. If you
Uh,
missed the beginning of the show, she fell and she broke her foot.
Sleepers. That is
5
terrible.
places.
Bless your
5 places. She sent me pictures. She had a busted lip and stitches and everything.
Oh my
Did you have to
goodness.
have surgery on your ankle?
It wasn't a pretty fight. I've had 3 previous surgeries on that same ankle. And so they don't really want to do another surgery. And I don't want them to, because I've already got the last surgery. I've got a rod that goes from my heel up to almost my knee. So, but that's why I'm sitting on the bed all the time, because my surgeon doesn't want me to sit in a chair and dangle my leg because of the pressure, that it puts on my foot. So I'm here in bed for a while. So,
well, I guess.
the good part
That'd
is
be nice.
my husband did everything for me.
I am just catching up with the comments too.
Yep, me too.
So and I was looking at this sale like I was on my way.
She'll need intervention.
Come on, Rhonda, you can join us too. You're right there in Mississippi anyway.
Let's check my location here.
That would be hilarious, you guys.
Just have a big meetup.
Yep.
Ooh, rooms in Crossville are thin.
Oh,
Is there a
no.
website that shows a map of it?
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Lizzie, right now.
Okay.
I'm
great.
looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we need to check with Trading Post Pickers where they got a room and see if we can get a room.
Yeah,
I think we're just going to make Crossville our center and then just
Sorry,
go
I
from
said
there. But I think a lot of people are planning on doing that though.
Is where's Crossville? What state is that in?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
It's before you get to Nashville for us.
it's west of Knoxville.
Yeah, west of Knoxville, which
It's almost in the middle.
Knoxville's- Yeah,
Highway 70 sale next year.
Highway 70.
I'll be
Who's
right
saying that? Yeah,
Well, yeah.
my sisters are
Crossville is
upset with me. My sisters are mad because I'm not going to the 100-mile yard sale in Withville this weekend with them. But I had to choose. We got a villa, Sleep 6.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That is nice.
Sounds
Second-
like they're on a Mediterranean coast or something.
I know. An Italian villa.
Well, it says it's 15 hours away from me. And most
Oh,
of that drive is the state of Florida.
Yes.
Remember that thing? That's what it said, because I said to navigate somewhere and it put Key West.
Yeah, we tried to navigate some road in our town the other day, and it was trying to send us to Key West, Florida. I was like, Lori, we could go see
Come
Lori.
on down.
Give me a call. We only got 5 roads. I'm just kidding.
Anywhere near.
Noel, I just saw your comment about the Drent's trampoline. I want you to do a video of you jumping on it. That'll be hilarious.
Is that a pretty big area around there to get hotels and stuff? Or I wonder if they're all sold out. Up the
I don't
127?
know. We're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, Crossville's a smaller
Make your
town.
trailer into a tiny home, you know? Get some bunks in there, Rebel.
I know.
Or just a sleeping bag and crawl under your vehicle.
Yeah, no. See, I could do it easily, but yeah, no. As long as you can run the air conditioning all night.
Okay, did you guys see the did I miss this, or did you see the Katrina's question, Lizzie?
I just saw it about how do you make junk journal kits.
There you
I
go.
have not ever made any kits. I was showing, you might be remembering, I showed some junk journals that someone made for me, and it just kind of gave me ideas for what can go in them. But right now I'm just selling scrapbook stuff that is new and packaged that somebody gave me. But eventually she also gave me stuff that's open. So I'm going to, lot some of that up. And also I've just been saving random things that I'm just going to lot up things that make sense and sell it as, ephemera, junk journaling kind of stuff. But I don't make up like kits right now.
I thought
But
you
there
said
is
drunk
one-
journals.
What now?
Drunk.
I'm sorry. I thought you said drunk journals at first.
Oh, junk journal. So this one is made from a book, and then it's a traveling pants book. So she left some pages in here that just make sense. This one is an ideal book for a junk journal, but it's beautiful. There's just all kinds of scrapbook paper and things. It's really nice. And then I have another one that the same girl made for my daughter, and it is made from magazines. And it's the cutest thing in the world. And I need to try to figure out what to put in it. But it's adorable. And it's got little pockets where you can put little things in it. Sorry.
Some of them I've seen have been just big,
Mm-hmm.
conglomerations of different size paper and all kinds of stuff. That's such a neat idea.
It is.
Rhonda, how do you put yours together? She needs to jump on. Get on here, Rhonda. That is so
back on.
That's awesome. I love that.
And she put in all kinds of little pockets, so like you could put a picture on here and or you could write on it.
I think I'd like to have it as my, have one that wasn't so all over the place like that, but just as my daily note.
Yeah.
Book, because you could use Post-its in it.
You could. Mm-hmm.
Small enough one. I like that.
But I mean, there's just all kinds of random things. Like here, it's just stuff out of magazines,
so cool.
and I'm just not creative enough to to come up with this kind of stuff. But I can save the random things and sell them to somebody who's more creative than me.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got a friend who does those, Gail Schmidt. She lives in Mountain City. And I think she goes, I forget what she goes under now, but she's on YouTube and
Okay.
she does the more romantic
Did
type
you see Christina's note?
books.
Neat. So no else is not going to happen. Well, you can maybe show some footage of at least Dren enjoying it. And, so I got to look up and see where it crosses.
That's good. So children's books as junk journal kits. What do? Just put a lot of stuff together and do you auction that off or do you sell it?
Like if you have children's books that are falling apart, I've seen people lot up the pages and sell pages as junk journaling things.
I think like the people like to get like the Reader's Digest that when you open them up, the inside of the covers are decorative and they use those also to build them, I guess. I don't know. I've seen that one that if you can get them really, really cheap, you just basically pull the guts out and they buy the binding of the books.
Well, I don't even think you pull the pages out. You use the pages as your base and you read stuff on top of them.
Well, maybe they're using it for something else because I've seen.
There used to be a company here in my town and it was called Books of Love, and they used for many years. They've gone out of business now, but they would use the Reader's Digest books and they would open them up and glue the pages together and put these bouquet type things on them. So it was just this art piece, and sold them. They were beautiful. So there is things like that, that people can do. But as far as journaling, like this is a book, and she took, she didn't take any pages out. She just covered them with scrapbook paper and other random things. Well, even here's a page from the book. So she left that in there. But then on the other side, she put a piece of scrapbook paper and covered. And then here she just put like shopping list paper, but there's the book page underneath it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day, and collages today, right? Now we all know how to do a collage.
No, now we're all buying books to sell.
Now we're all thinking how we can sell stuff to go
Now
in.
we're all like, so how can I get for that much?
Yeah.
Exactly. You just never know. All right, ladies, it's been
I'll
our
have to
2
write
hours.
down that collage. Thanks.
Time to go eat.
All right, I'll see you all. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'm hungry.
I know.
hungry.
All right. Thank you, Cher.
Got a piece
For
here
being
I didn't
on.
know on.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, girls. See you
All
next
right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Thanks, everybody.